Good morning, students. So we are starting with the very first chapter of our book, that is lesson number 1, integers. For understanding the concept of integers, we will start with natural numbers. Natural numbers. So, what are natural numbers? Starting with number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to infinity. These all numbers are called collectively natural numbers. Then, we are going one more step further, whole numbers. Whole numbers start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So these are called whole numbers. Next is negative numbers. Negative numbers. Look at natural numbers. If I put a sign of minus before these numbers, they become negative. For example, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 and so on. So these are called negative numbers. Now, if I take a collection of whole numbers as well as negative numbers, it becomes integers. So, if I take negative numbers, so I am taking up to infinity, let it be minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So, how we have arranged the numbers? I have taken 0 in the middle. If I look at the right hand side of the 0, we have all the positive numbers, and if I look at the left hand side of the 0, we have all the negative numbers. So this collection of numbers, negative, 0 as well as positive, is called integers. So we can say that integers is a collection of negative, 0 and all the positive numbers. If I look at 0, 0 is not a negative number as well as not a positive number. So we can say 0 is neither positive nor negative. 0 is an integer. So we come to the concept of integers. What do we mean by integers? Integers include all the negative, positive and 0. Then, after introducing the concept of integers, the main thing where we get confused is the sign. That is the sign conventions, or in simple words I can say sign rules. So there are some rules which we should follow while putting the sign before the result. First, we will talk about addition. Addition of, suppose I am taking two numbers A and B. I am adding A and B. So, what will be the sign before the result? Here arises two cases. Here arises two cases when both A and B are of same sign. First, I am taking the case where both A and B are of the same sign. If both A and B are of the same sign, then again we have two cases here. Both are positive or both are negative. If both are positive, then the sign of the result will also be positive. We will add the numbers and the sign will be positive. If both are negative, again we will add the numbers, but the sign of the result will be negative. So this is the case when both A and B are of the same sign. What do? We will add the numbers. But if both the numbers are positive, we will have a plus sign before the result. If both the numbers are negative, we will have a minus sign before the result. Now I am taking the second case when A and B are of different sign. When A and B are of different sign. In this case, we will compare A and B. So, when we compare two numbers, there can be two cases. And what are those two cases? First case, A is greater than B. Second case, B is greater than A. One of the two number will be greater and the other will be smaller. If A is greater than B, then what will we do? We will subtract B from A, or we can say A minus B, and the sign of the result will be the sign of A. When we have B greater than A, then what we will do? We will subtract A from B. That means B minus A. And the sign of the result will be of B. Here I am writing sign of A and here sign of B. So once again, let me revise what we have done so far. First, we have learned what do we mean by integers. Integers include all the negative numbers, 0 as well as all the positive numbers. Here I have also told you that 0 is neither positive nor negative. 0 is considered as an integer only. Then we talked about the sign rules. What sign should we place before a result when we are having different signs of two numbers, when we are having same signs? So first, the case of addition. In addition of two numbers A and B, there can be two cases. Either A and B are of the same sign or A and B are of the different sign. Let us take the first case. When A and B are of the same sign, then either both will be positive or both will be negative. If both A and B are positive, then we will add the numbers and put the sign of positive before the result. When both A and B are negative, then we will again add the numbers, but this time we will put the negative sign before the result. Second case, when A and B are of different sign, then we will compare whether A is greater or B is greater. If A is greater, then we will subtract B from A. That means A minus B. And the sign of the result will be sign of A. If A is positive, we will put a sign of plus here. If A is negative, we will put a sign of minus here. Second case, when B is greater than A, then what we will do? We will subtract A from B. That means B minus A. And the sign of the result will be sign of B. That means if B is positive, it will have a positive sign. If B is negative, it will have a negative sign. Now let us talk about the sign rules in the case of multiplication of two numbers. Multiplication. Suppose we are multiplying two positive numbers. We are multiplying two positive numbers. Then the sign of the product will also be positive. If we are multiplying two positive numbers, then sign of the product will also be positive. Suppose this time I am multiplying a positive number with a negative number. Sign of the product will be negative. Always negative, whether this number is greater or this is greater. Okay? So if one number is positive, other number is negative, sign of the product will always be negative, irrespective of which number is greater. third point, when both are negative, then the sign of the product will be positive number. So these are the sign conventions when we are multiplying two numbers. What we have seen, if both the numbers which we are multiplying, or which we say multiplicants, if both the numbers which we are multiplying is positive, then sign of the product will be positive. If one is positive, other is negative, then sign of the product will be negative. If both are negative numbers, then the sign of the product will be positive. Similar type of rules of signs will be there in the case of division. Suppose we are dividing a positive number by another positive number, then sign of the quotient will be positive. Second case, when we are dividing a positive number by a negative number, then the sign of the result will be negative. Third case, when we are dividing a negative number by a negative number, sign of the quotient will be positive. So let us revise once again what are the sign conventions. If we are dividing a positive number by a positive number, the sign of the result will be positive. If we are dividing a positive number by a negative number, sign of the quotient will be negative. If we are dividing a negative number by another negative number, sign of the quotient will be positive. Now, after the sign conventions, let us see some questions. Suppose we are multiplying 15 by minus 7. So what will be the sign? 15 7. First find the product. One is positive, other is negative. So the sign will be negative. Second, let us see a case of division now. 20 divided by minus 4. We know that the result is 5. One is positive, other is negative. So sign will be negative. Third case, let us take a case of addition also. One number is minus 24 plus another is minus 5. We know that if both the numbers are negative and we are going to add the numbers, they are having the same sign. So we will add the numbers. That means 24 plus 5. But because both the numbers are negative, they are having the same sign. So we will put this sign here. So 24 plus 5, the result will be minus 29. So in today's session, we have seen what are integers. Then we have seen how we should put the sign. Revise this much today. Revise the whole sign conventions. Try to keep them in your mind while calculating the sum. So in the next class, we will start the class from here, and some more properties we will also learn in this chapter. Okay, thank you.